The Battle of Halen was a cavalry battle at the beginning of World War I. The battle is also known as the Battle of the Silver Helmets, an analogy with the Battle of the Golden Spurs of 1302, because of the many cavalry helmets left behind on the battlefield by the German Cuirassiers. Haelen is a small market town which was on the principal axis of advance of the Imperial German army, where there was a good crossing point over the Gete River. The battle took place on the 12th of August 1914, between German forces led by Georg von der Marwitz and the Belgian troops led by Léon de Witte. The battle was a tactical victory for the Belgians but did little to delay the German invasion of Belgium. Background: on the 3rd of August, the Belgian government refused a German ultimatum and the British government guaranteed military support to Belgium should Germany invade. Germany declared war on France. The British government ordered general mobilization and Italy declared neutrality. On the 4th of August, the British government sent an ultimatum to Germany and declared war on Germany at midnight on 4/5 August, Central European Time. Belgium severed diplomatic relations with Germany and Germany declared war on Belgium. German troops crossed the Belgian frontier and attacked Liege. A week after the German invasion, German cavalry had been operating towards Hasselt-and-Diest, which threatened the left flank of the army on the Gete. Belgian general headquarters chose Haelen as a place to delay the advance and make time to complete an orderly retreat to the west. The Belgian cavalry division was sent from Sint-Truiden to Buddingen and Haelen to extend the Belgian left flank. Prelude: the German 2nd Cavalry Corps under General Georg von der Marwitz was ordered to conduct reconnaissance towards Antwerp, Brussels and Charleroi, and by the 7th of August had found that the area to a line from Diest to Wie empty of Belgian and Allied troops. Belgian and French troops were rumored to be between Tienen and Wie, and Marwitz advanced to the north towards parties of Belgian cavalry, which had retired towards Diest. On the 11th of August, large bodies of German cavalry, artillery and infantry had been seen by Belgian cavalry scouts in the area from Sint-Truiden to Hasselt-and-Diest. Belgian headquarters therefore anticipated a German advance towards Hasselt-and-Diest. To block the German advance, the Belgian cavalry division, commanded by Lieutenant General Léon de Witte, was sent to guard the bridge over the river Gete at Haelen. During an evening meeting, the Belgian General Staff convinced de Witte to fight a dismounted action to negate the German numerical advantage. General de Witte had garrisoned the Gete crossings at Diest, Haelen, Gete Base and Buddingen. The main road from Hasselt to Diest passed through this village, most of which was on the left bank. If captured, Lochsbergen and Wanrode would be outflanked and the left wing of the Belgian army threatened. General de Witte used Haelen as an outpost and concentrated a battalion of cyclist infantry and dismounted cavalry behind the village, from Zilk-de-Velpen and the hamlet of Liebroek, to act as a line of resistance if Haelen was captured. Battle: the German cavalry did not begin to move until the 12th of August due to the fatigue of the horses caused by the intense summer heat and a lack of oats. The 2nd Cavalry Division of Major General Van Crane advanced through Hasselt to Spelbeek, and the 4th Cavalry Division under Lieutenant General von Garnier advanced via Alken to Stevort. The Belgian headquarters discovered from intercepted wireless messages that German troops were advancing towards de Witte's position and sent the 4th Infantry Brigade to reinforce the cavalry division. Marwitz ordered the 4th Cavalry Division to cross the Gete, and at 8:45 a.m., the 7th and 9th Jaeger battalions advanced. A German scouting party advancing from Herkdestad came under fire from Belgian troops, and c. 200 Belgian troopers attempted to set up a fortified position in the Old Brie in Haelen but were driven out when the Germans brought up field artillery. Belgian engineers had blown the bridge over the Gete, but the structure only partly collapsed and the Germans got c. 1,000 troops into the center of Haelen. The main Belgian defense line was west of Haelen, in terrain which gave only an obstructed view to the attacker. The 17th and 3rd Cavalry Brigades assisted the Jaeger in and south of Haelen, which enabled artillery to be brought to the fringe of the village. Attacks into the cornfields beyond were repulsed with many casualties, some cavalry becoming trapped by wire fences. The brigade is destroyed. Rode in against infantry, artillery and machine guns, hung up on the wire, fell into a sunken road, all shot down. The Jaeger were also repulsed despite support from the 2nd Guards machine gun detachment and dismounted cavalry sharpshooters. Towards the end of the day, Marwitz broke off the engagement. The 2nd Cavalry Division retired towards Hasselt and the 4th Cavalry Division withdrew to Aalchen. Aftermath: De Witte repulsed the German cavalry attacks by ordering the cavalry, which included a company of cyclists and one of pioneers, to fight dismounted and meet the attack with massed rifle fire. Significant casualties were inflicted upon the Germans. The German cavalry had managed to obscure the operations on the German right flank and established a front parallel with Legion, discovered the positions of the Belgian field army but had not been able to penetrate beyond the Belgian front line and discover Belgian dispositions beyond. Although a Belgian victory, the battle had little strategic effect, and the Germans later besieged and captured the fortified areas of Namur, Liege and Antwerp, on which Belgian strategy hinged. The German advance was stopped at the Battle of the Yser at the end of October 1914, by which time the Germans had driven Belgian and Allied troops out of most of Belgium and imposed a military government. The German 4th Cavalry Division lost 501 men and c. 848 horses during the battle, casualty rates of 16% and 28%. Total casualties of the 2nd and 4th Cavalry Divisions were 150 dead, 600 wounded, 200 to 300 prisoners. The Belgian army had 1,122 casualties, including 160 dead and 320 wounded. Until the German advance into France began, the 2nd Cavalry Division remained in the vicinity of Hasselt to guard the area near the Gete, and the 4th Cavalry Division moved south on the 13th of August to the area around Loon, and then moved towards the southeast of Tienen and joined the 9th Cavalry Division, which had crossed the Meuse on the 14th of August. On the 16th of August, Marwitz advanced with the two divisions to Aprebe and Chaumont-Gisteau, where skirmishing with cavalry and artillery occurred, before meeting infantry who were well dug in. Next day the cavalry slowly retired towards Hannut.